lot of smart money seems to be finding its way to our region these days. Last year, venture capital investment in Pittsburgh companies hit its highest level since 2001, with almost $333 million invested in up-and-coming companies in our region. Lynette Horrell, managing partner of Ernst Young here in our region, helps to tally the numbers every year. Rich Lunak is president and CEO of Innovation Works, a nonprofit that nurtures a portfolio of early-stage companies in our region. And welcome back. Good to see you both again.
Great to see you.
So how about it? This was a pretty good report. I mean, the economy's been softening a little bit of late, but it looks like when it comes to this kind of investment, Pittsburgh's, our region's still pretty hot.
2014 was the best year since 2001, with about $430 million of investment.
That's amazing. And across the board in kinds of industries, or what's happening out there?
Well, the diversification across industries is very broad, but primarily IT and life sciences.
Okay, and again, best since 2001. Rich, how do you account for what's going on right now?
Well, I think there are a lot of factors that are driving that. First off, our world-class universities continue to crank out just great technologies and spin-outs that attract this investment. In addition, we seem to be grabbing national attention from so many top investment firms, and once they make an investment in Pittsburgh, they have a partner coming to town for board meetings and other things, and then they've make additional investments. So for example, Bain Capital made their first investment a few years ago and now have invested in 3 local companies.
So there begins to be that kind of follow-on investment. It becomes sort of a virtuous circle, I guess, at some point, right?
It is, yeah, and we're, really on the national radar screen. This year's report compared Pittsburgh to the 40 top metro areas in the U.S., and we ranked 11th in dollars per capita and 5th in deals per capita, behind only San Francisco, Boston, San Jose, and Austin. So we're right up there with the top venture communities in the U.S.
Well, that's really crazy because we're what, like the 23rd, 24th largest market, and we're popping up in the top 10, top 5 by some of these measures. I mean, you see a lot of it at Ernst Young because you do the annual Entrepreneur of the Years year events. I mean, have you seen it change over the decades now that you've been doing the award in terms of the kind of innovation and entrepreneurial vitality we see here?
No, but I just wanted to add on to what he said, that basically over the last 10 years, Pittsburgh is the 8th fastest growing region in terms of VC investment. 8th
fastest growing region.
Yeah.
Wow.
In the country.
And one of the consequences, Rich, we always worry about that here in Pittsburgh. Oh, you bring in the out-of-town money, and if we're not careful, they're going to take all of our great companies somewhere else. Do we need to be worried about that, or is this kind of investment coming in a good thing?
Well, it brings a lot of money into the region to grow jobs in our economy, but certainly our local investment community, both the angel and our local VCs, play a critical role. And it's those organizations which really help seed these companies, get them started here, and then when they attract these larger follow-on capital rounds, in a lot of cases out-of-town investors come. But we've seen where as long as these companies can secure those initial rounds and get started here, they stay here, and we seem to be doing a better and better job of that.
So we're seeing that a little bit more. We're getting sticking power and really beginning to develop this kind of entrepreneurial ecosystem.
Right, and I think Rich mentioned previously the investment of the universities. Their R&D budgets are $1 billion a year. So you take that combined with Carnegie Mellon being the top-ranked university for computer scientists, it's a great winning match.
Sure. Well, you think about that amount of R&D that's happening here in the region. I've heard some people say there's actually more deal flow and great ideas and really cool people to invest in right now than, despite all the money we're bringing in, then there is money to support them and make it happen. Is there some truth to that?
In truth, I think we can use even more capital. So the good news is it's up significantly and we're one of the fastest growing regions in the country. The bad news is it's still not keeping pace with the new entrants of companies, and but I think it's an overall really positive trend, and we have so many great companies, and when you look at the deals, Dynamics, Acquion, Four Moms, and these are the future engines of growth for our region's economy.
I was driving downtown last week and I saw the Four Moms name up on a downtown office building, and it really begins to say something about our economy and how it's evolving when you see a company that a few years ago was just getting started, having that kind of presence.
And I think that's what's so remarkable about this money, because at the earliest stages, these rounds, these entrepreneurs may be in their basements, garage, or smaller places, and they can be a little bit invisible to the average citizens, but this capital is really what helps them get their first products and customers and get out of the gates, and they become the 4moms and companies like that that are on our skyline eventually.
Yeah, really cool. Well, congratulations on keeping track on it, and it's a great report. Hopefully more to come. Lynette Horrell from Ernst Young, Rich Lunak from Innovation Works. Good to see you both.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. When we return, a trip to the Shark Tank in search of capital, and the founder of a Pittsburgh startup who made it out alive. Stay with us.